questions. One relates to what you just discussed, which is surrounding yourself with the right people.
Yes.
How do you perceive you would go about that task of finding the right people for all these departments, and how do you fix everybody knows I'm in IT.
Right.
How do you fix such a monumental screw up? How do you begin to accomplish these giant tasks? This is not just taking over, doing day to day. You know, you move from Steve Laffey to you or whatever.
Right.
You can kind of swallow that because you have a team that you presumably like, and for the most part, this is going to be a flushing of a toilet.
Yep.
And starting from ground up.
Yep.
So that's part one.
Okay.
And then part two, if you could just kind of give us your views on, I've been asked this a lot for people who aren't here, offshore drilling and the Deepwater Wind issues.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, on that first part, one of the things I've always tried to do, and especially in Cranston, and I hate to jump back because that's where I can show you the results of what I've done. You know, I've always made sure we brought in competent people, with particularly first Rhode Islanders, people that have some type of experience. Even when I first got into office in Cranston, you know, my first director of administration, she actually lives not too far from here, Robin Muxian. You know, she had been the former deputy director under a prior administration. I always look for in-house talent or people with in-house experience and try to get that. And if you can promote from within, that's a lot of times the best source. Because what I've seen happen when you bring in too many people from the outside, and I've seen a lot of six-figure jobs, especially in middle management, being added under this governor to take care of a lot of people with great resumes and great policies, but have never done it. And not listen to a lot of the frontline workers, you're going to fail if that happens. So making sure that you have that talent in-house wherever you can. That doesn't mean you exclude everybody else, but take a look at those resumes, but make sure you have someone that understands Rhode Island, but most importantly, understands that department. Who can ever forget Cooler and Warmer, that failed rollout? But then, the person that they had that put in not only on the website, restaurants that were in Massachusetts, one restaurant I think, you know, for a chef that had passed away or had closed, but she didn't even know what Gatsby Days was about. You know, Gatsby Days is a big part of Rhode Island. So you have to ask those pertinent questions. And on the second one with offshore drilling, you know, again, it's a lot of times that permeated because of what the governor puts out in her commercials and stuff. I am against offshore drilling. I don't think in 40 plus years when this last came to be a part of the discussion, you know, and they looked at, you know, our oceans and bays, I don't think the Earth's crust has changed that much. And even if it did, I'm not going to have, you know, any type of drilling going on in our beautiful oceans. And on deep water, I opposed deep water in 2014. I thought it was too big of a subsidy then. And I still have concerns now in 2014. And this isn't to say on the whole issue of renewables, and I also believe in local control, but for that Deepwater Wind project, for the amount of turbines that they're putting out there, I've heard a lot of concerns from many of the commercial fishermen and squid fishermen that are in our state of what it's going to have an impact on those beds. And I've also heard from a lot of our fishermen captains and boats as they're going, even just that Block Island Channel, navigating through, they are having a difficult time on their radars. So it presents still some concerns to me, you know, outside of even the subsidies that we're going to have to pay. But overall, on renewables, I also believe that there should be a lot of local control and local say as to what's the right renewable that we decide to go down to, because in Cranston we decided solar was right for us, but that doesn't mean solar is going to be right for every single community. Johnston decided to go with some wind. You have other communities taking a look and trying to set standards and choose what's right for them. So I always am a protector of local decision making, but on those two issues, hopefully I answered.
Thank you.